Most of the time, when we tell people to save their money and make sure that they have an emergency fund ready, we want to be able to help them out in choosing what's best for their situation too. Not all savings accounts are created equal, and for the most part, some of them are downright bad. Now this video is mostly based on opinion and just some of our preferences, but we'll talk about why some bank accounts aren't as good as others and what you should be looking out for when choosing a bank account. This is Income Intelligentsia, real-life advice for practical and financial goals. What we want to talk about today are what to look for in a savings account, what stuff to avoid, and some examples of banks that we think aren't as good as others. So let's get to it. So naturally, when you pick a bank to help you save your money, you want the bank that helps you the most. Here are just some things to look out for when choosing a bank. Account type. These can either be a savings account for long-term storage or a checking account for daily expenses. Fees. Some banks charge maintenance fees. Ideally, you'd want a bank that has no maintenance fees. Minimum balance requirements. Some banks will need you to have a minimum balance in order to maintain an account. Interest rates. Rates between banks differ from each other. What you want to look for is a bank with a good interest rates. Some banks can offer up to 4.8%. ATM access. Convenience can go a long way. ATM location and availability is important for you to be able to access your cash. Online and mobile banking. Most transactions are done online through the use of smartphones and at the comfort of your own home. If your bank offers a good online platform, you're able to do your business on the go. Customer service. If you need help from a bank for any sort of issue, be it identity theft or just a simple glitch in the system, it's important that you are able to access support in the form of customer service. Location. Having a bank in an accessible and secure location helps out a lot of people. While most banks are online nowadays, if you opt for a physical bank, having a good and reputable bank near you is always a plus. Additional services. Normally, banks offer a wide range of services from investments, consultations, and others. This isn't as important as others, but it's worth noting as some people are interested in having more options to do with their money. Some banks offer perks like cashback rewards, free checks, or discounts on other financial products. Account access and security. What you want to look for here are banks with strong security. The worst thing that can happen to your accounts is for them to get compromised, so as much as possible, you'd want your funds to be secure so you can be worry-free. Account terms and conditions. You need to be wary of the account terms and conditions so you know the extent of what you're allowed to do. There are always limitations and restrictions involving your account with a bank, and it's mandatory to stay within those in order to avoid getting penalized. FDIC insurance. In case the bank fails to protect your deposits, it's important to know that your funds are protected to a certain amount. Reviews and reputation. Word of mouth helps out a lot in knowing how some banks operate and which banks offer better rewards. Reviews normally tell you about a patron's experience with a bank, and if it's something that aligns with your needs, it would be valuable. Account opening process. It's important to consider how easy it is to open an account and whether it can be done online or if you have to go to a physical bank. Future needs. If your financial goals align with the bank you're planning on opening an account with, you'll be in good hands knowing that you know where you're headed and you'll be getting the appropriate financial support that you need. Transparency. One of the many things that you need to know about a bank is how they handle their operations. People trust banks with their money, so allowing people to know how their fees, policies, and terms work is important for the sake of transparency. That said, some of the examples that we have in a bit have some issues that include low or no interest savings account, high fee savings account, limited access or high withdrawal fees, minimum balance requirements, and some other issues that you may not want in a savings account. So stick around as we start off with Chase Bank. Chase Bank has good products, with one of their most popular being the Chase Sapphire Reserve. However, they do have some flaws. If you decide to open a checking account with them, you'll be charged with a $12 monthly service fee as maintenance. Now, it's waived if you enable direct deposits or if you keep a minimum balance of $1,500 or more in your account. They also charge a $2.50 ATM fee for inquiries or transfers within the United States for any non-Chase ATMs and a $34 overdraft fee. There are many other miscellaneous fees that they charge, with some going up to $15 for wire transfers. For the interest rate, they only offer a low amount of 0.01% only after joining their Premier Plus checking upgrade, which requires you to pay a $25 monthly service fee or keep $15,000 in your account. That said, Bank of America, despite being a good credit card company, kind of fails in some aspects with their checking accounts. To start off with, they also charge you a $12 monthly service fee for having the account, which is waived if you have a minimum balance of $1,500 in your account. Generally, their fees are also hidden in their web pages, with their fees going as high as $35 for overdraft fees. The way you get interest through your checking account with Bank of America is through their Bank of America Advantage Relationship Banking upgrade. Otherwise, you get no interest on normal checking accounts. You can join their Premium Rewards program by paying a $25 monthly fee or have a combined balance of $10,000 or more. When you join their Premium Membership program, the interest rate they offer ranges from 0.03% to 0.06%, which varies from tiers. Given that the two banks that we've discussed fall short when it comes to interest rates and maintenance fees, they still provide an excellent service when it comes to security, ease of access, and they're also reputable. Now, Wells Fargo is the next one on our list, and they're notorious for many things. One of their most popular programs is that you can open an account with them for only $25, but it would cost you a $10 monthly maintenance fee to keep unless you have a $1,500 minimum daily balance. It's definitely something to look out for, as many people go as far as to inquire about hidden charges. Considering it attracts people with a promise of $25 to open a bank account, many people believe that it ends there and it wouldn't be as expensive to maintain as others. It's important to note though that as with the first two banks, they too have a lot of hidden charges involving overdraft, maintenance fees, wire transfer fees, and non-Wells Fargo ATM fees. Just from the fees alone, your $25 will already be gone if you don't take note of how much they're taking from maintenance fees. Their overdraft fees cost around $35, and with a monthly maintenance fee of $10, you're left with 2.5 months to ensure that you've deposited more money into your account. They also have a premium upgrade called the Wells Fargo Preferred Checking, where you can enjoy no charges on cashier's checks, earn interest on your savings, and $10 in personal style checks. The interest rate that we're referring to here goes for around 0.01%. That said, it's important to note that the key factors to take note of when choosing a bank are their interest rates, their maintenance fees, and security. And while we're not specifically suggesting online banks, as they generally work best when it comes to interest rates and maintenance fees, with the more popular ones having more than 4% interest rate and zero maintenance fees, we also want to leave it to you, as some banks may offer services that the other ones need to improve on. Today we've talked about the important considerations when choosing a bank and some examples of banks that don't really offer the best in terms of rewards. If you've enjoyed this video and found us helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button. We'd like to be able to grow alongside you, and we're pumped to have you in our next video. Stay mentally healthy, and let's get financially fit together.